I'm now joined by Corey Snyder with the Better Business Bureau, who has a warning for travelers. Corey, I feel like this is a combination of ingredients. Of course, it is summer. Kids are off school. Families are trying to plan travel. But also, prices are at an all-time high. So everyone's looking for a deal. I imagine that plays a big role in how many people are getting scammed nowadays, right?
Yeah, definitely. As well as, scammers like to shift their tactics. Holidays, there's gonna be holiday scams, tax season, tax scams, and during the summer, everybody knows everyone's excited for vacation, and they'll shift to target vacation goers.
It never stops. Does it seem like these scammers literally, do they do that in that like each season they're changing what they're pressing people on?
Oh, 100%. They'll shift their trends just like anything else. They understand what people are spending money on during what seasons, and they'll shift their tactics to appropriate that.
People are, of course, online. They're shopping around, trying to find maybe a cruise, a flight, a hotel deal. What do they look for when they're finding those deals? What's the best way to go about finding reputable sites that you can trust and saying, if I pay you this money, I'm going to get to the hotel and there's going to be a reservation under my name? How do you know?
Yeah, obviously the big name companies that do vacations, you're always kind of safe doing that. You always want to make sure that you know who you're contacting, because scammers like to do what we call impersonation scams, where they'll spoof company names or legitimate company phone numbers and try to get you to call them instead. If you're going through a third-party app or a third-party vacation rental site that you're not too sure about, you can always go to the Better Business Bureau, and we'll make sure that we give you all the information we can before you do business with them.
I feel like it also is a time game, right? A lot of people maybe, at least for me, I know I'm always looking at flights constantly before I book, trying to see if I can wait until prices drop a little bit. But does it feel like those scammers that they almost prey on people's time constraints?
Yeah, definitely. If you're kind of rushing into things, or if you're not double checking either phone numbers, URLs, or emails that you're receiving, scammers, that's like prime target for them, because they know you're not double checking, verifying who you're sending money to, sending personal information to, or who you're contacting.
So would that be then ideally, like you said, just going to their website directly, typing it in on the URL rather than like clicking through links that are emailed to you, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's the number one red flag you want to watch out for, is unsolicited messages. If somebody's reaching out to you with an unsolicited deal, or you're getting scam calls all the time, or emails that might just not quite look right, you'll be wary. You want to make sure that you're double checking and you know who you're going to.
Is it safe nowadays? I feel like, everyone says like, oh, call the number and try to talk to someone. Is that still always safe, or do you recommend, I would imagine, finding the number and making sure that that's the proper number, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Because the scammers can still talk to you on the phone.
Yeah, 100%. Scammers will reach out to people on the phone all the time, or they'll one of the largest scams we're seeing currently right now is customer service scams. So that is scammers who are impersonating customer service for either airlines, vacation rentals, cruise lines, hotels, whatever you're doing. They'll take out actual ads, fake ads, pretending to be the customer service, and then you reach out to them and they'll ask for either your personal information or your fee up front to help you edit your reservation or whatever it is. And then next thing you know, you won't hear back from them.
I feel like I got a call the other day from my bank, and they were asking me all of the security questions, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hang up now, and I'll call you directly so that I know that I'm interacting with a real person from the bank. But I imagine that that's a huge part of it, is just knowing that the person that you're talking to is really representing that business, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. That's a great rule of thumb, and that's a great way to go by. And you can always, like I said, go to the Better Business Bureau, verify the numbers, verify the contact information, know that you're talking to the business directly, and know that you're not getting scammed.
Is the overarching message just, if it looks like a scam, it might be one?
Yeah, I always tell people the best way to protect yourself and protect your family and protect your wallets is to recognize the red flags of a scam and kind of do that double check. If it doesn't pass the smell test, verify. And the Better Business Bureau, we have a great resource for that online. It's called at bbb.org. It's called the Scam Tracker. And what that does is it logs people who have been targeted or have fallen victim to a scam in your local area, so you know what's going on in San Diego right now and what to look out for.
And people should be using credit cards, right, to book all of those trips, ideally?
Yeah, 100%. Another red flag that people don't notice or don't think about is the method of payment. So if you're using something like prepaid Visa gift cards, that's a big red flag. If you're, sending money through Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle to a, reputable company, normally that's, sometimes it's okay, but most of the time it's a red flag. You should double check. credit cards provide the most protection because obviously you can file a claim with your credit card company.
All right, Corey, busy time for you guys at the Better Business Bureau. Thank you for being with us this morning. Good luck to everyone planning their summer travel right now, and make sure to head to the Better Business Bureau website for more on that scam tracker, like you mentioned.